Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. In today's video, from physics subject, motion topic we are going to continue. In our previous videos, we have learnt about scalars and vectors and examples, vector notation, types of vectors, distance, displacement, speed, velocity, change of velocity, acceleration, average, instantaneous acceleration, uniform acceleration, non-uniform acceleration, deceleration, and about equations of motion, first one, second one, third one. This all we have learned. Some solved examples we have discussed, and about displacement graphs also, this topic we have completed. So our next topic is regarding velocity and time graphs. Regarding velocity and time graphs. So here, in these graphs, the velocity is plotted on y-axis. Y-axis means vertical axis, and time is plotted on x-axis, means horizontal axis. So if you take coordinate axis, x-axis and y-axis, this is the origin. Velocity vector is taken on y-axis and time scalar taken on x-axis. The slope of velocity time graph will give the acceleration. What is the slope of a graph? If this is the velocity time graph, or this is the line which represents velocity time relation of a body which is in motion, so then the slope of this line or slope of the graph will give the acceleration. Slope means measurement of y coordinate and measurement of x coordinate, means measurement of velocity by measurement of time. Measurement of velocity means in the beginning how much velocity is there. If time passes, what is the final velocity? That difference, that is called change in velocity by beginning time, ending time, that is called time interval. So the ratio of measurement of y value and measurement of x value. So indirectly, the ratio of change in velocity by time interval gives the acceleration. So slope of velocity time graph will give the acceleration. So if the slope of the graph is positive, then acceleration will be positive or acceleration will be increasing. Here positive means nothing but increasing. If the slope of the graph is negative, the acceleration will be negative, which means decreasing, or we can call it as deceleration. So acceleration may be positive or may be negative based on the slope of the graph. So the area enclosed by the velocity time curve gives displacement of the body. So it is because, so the area formula is velocity into time, which is nothing but displacement. If we take the ratio of the graph will give the acceleration, but the area enclosed by the graph, so this area gives the displacement of the body. So area means we have to multiply measurement of y with measurement of x. So indirectly, measurement of velocity with measurement of time interval. If you multiply like that, we will get displacement. So here, in this graph, we have different types of conditions. Suppose when the velocity time graph is parallel to the time axis, if it is parallel to the time axis, here they have not given any diagram here. Suppose if this is x-axis on which time is mentioned, if this is y-axis on which velocity vector is mentioned, if velocity time graph is a straight line, parallel to time axis, here suppose this figure represents the velocity time graph PQ when the body is moving with a uniform velocity of 20 meter per second. Suppose here, if this point is P, if this point is Q, the velocity time graph is given by the line PQ, where the velocity is constant, which is 20 meter per second. So the body is moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second constantly, with uniform velocity it is moving, and the graph is PQ straight line, represented by PQ straight line. As the graph is straight line, so therefore its slope is zero. So the change in velocity, slope means what we have told, slope means change in velocity by time that we have taken, but change in velocity is zero. In this case, 0 by time is 0. So slope of the graph will be 0. So acceleration will be 0. The acceleration will be 0. So there will be no acceleration. But we can calculate the distance. The distance covered by a body in specified direction, that is displacement. Because as the body is moving along a straight line, then distance traveled in a straight line, because of direction, we can call it as a displacement. So the distance covered by a body is called displacement, can be calculated by calculating the area of the rectangle PQRS. Suppose from P, if we draw a perpendicular line, let it be from here. If we draw a perpendicular line, if it is R, if it is S, or S, so then the area between the straight line and between the coordinate axis is represented by the quadrilateral or rectangle PQRS. So the area of this rectangle will give the displacement. So here area of rectangle means length into breadth. So PS into SR, where PS is the value of velocity, which is 20 meter per second at point P, and SR is the time interval. Here they have given, in the question they have given time interval 4 seconds. So 20 into 4, which is equal to 80 meters. 80 meters is the displacement covered by the body. Suppose, next, when the velocity time graph is a straight line, but not parallel to any axis, but in case 1, it is starting from the origin. In case 2, it is starting from some other point, but not from the origin. But in both cases, it is a straight line, not parallel to any axis, not parallel to velocity, not parallel to time, not parallel to y-axis, not parallel to x-axis. But in case 1, starting from the origin, and case 2, starting from some other point. In this case, and again case 3, starting from some other point and velocity is decreasing. Means slope is negative. So like that. So if you have 3 cases, when the velocity time graph is not a straight line, then what is the situation? What will be the slope? What will be the area? And what will be the acceleration and displacement? Let's check once. So case 1. So the case 1, this case 1 diagram, in this we have CA. Here this is CB. So the CA, the graph, the straight line CA represents velocity time graph for a body. It is starting from rest. means its velocity increases at uniform time, at uniform rate. If you compare here, so for 1 second, velocity increased. For 2 seconds, velocity increased. For 3 seconds, velocity increased. For 4 seconds, velocity increased. But at what rate? For every 1 second time interval, velocity increases from 0 to 4, 4 to 8, 4 to 8 to 12, 12 to 16. Means at the rate of 4 meter per second. Means per 1 second, 4 meter per second per second. Per 1 second, 4 meter per second velocity is increasing in this case. In case 2 also 1 second, 5 to 10, 2 seconds, 10 to 15, 3 seconds, 15 to 20. Here also it is moving at uniform rate. So the velocity is increasing at uniform rate. So the acceleration can be calculated by finding the slope of the graph. So acceleration is nothing but slope of graph AC. So where slope of graph AC is, slope of graph AC is y value by x value. Y value can be y value, this y value is equal to AB and x value is equal to OB. So AB by OB, where AB equal to 0 to 16. The change in velocity is 16. OB equal to time interval 0 to 5 seconds 5. So 16 minus 0 by 5, which is equal to 3.2 meter per second square. Whereas distance covered in specified direction, or we call it as displacement, can be calculated by area of triangle. So area of triangle formula, half into AB into BC, half AB value 16, BC value 5, 2 8 times 16, 8 5 times 40. This is the answer. In this way we can calculate slope and area of a velocity time graph. So in case 2, the velocity time graph CA is a straight line, but it is not at rest. Initially it is not at rest. So it is at some other point. So the AC is the velocity time graph. How to calculate its acceleration? By calculating its slope, AB by AC. AB value here 25, here 5, means change in velocity. 25 minus 5 by 0 to 4. How much time? 4 seconds. So 20 by 4, that equal to 5 meter per second square is the acceleration. Whereas what is area? Half into AB into BC. So what will be the value? Half into AB value 20 into BC value 4. 2 10 times 20, 10 into 4, 40. 40 meters is the area covered by the body. So like this, AB by BC, 25 minus 5, 5 meter per second square. And sorry children, area means total area we have to cover. Total area up to, along with coordinate axis we have to cover. Not only this part also we have to cover. This part we have got 40 meter, but downside we have rectangle whose this side is 5, this side is 4. Area is rectangle area, length into breadth, 5 into 4, 20 meter. This is 40 meter, this is 20 meter, which is equal to 60 meter. Or we can take like this, A, C, O, D, B, A, trapezium. A, C, O, D, B, A, trapezium. So trapezium or ADEC. Trapezium, they named it as, they have taken this point as E, they have taken as ADEC. Trapezium, they have taken as ADEC. So trapezium formula, half into sum of the parallel sides into distance between them. Or indirectly, we can do with the help of triangle and rectangle. 40 plus 20, 60 will come. Or with the help of trapezium. So where of CE plus AD, CE plus AD, this we have to add into ED. So off into CE value 5, AD value 25, ED value 4, ED value 4. If we do like this also, if we apply trapezium formula also, we will get the same answer. So case 3 children, case 3, 1 minute children. So children, in case 3, so here this figure shows the velocity time graph. So AC is the graph showing velocity time. So the velocity decreases uniformly, 15 to 10, 10 to 5, 5 to 0 uniformly, and ultimately it becomes 0. Ultimately it becomes 0. So in this case also the acceleration can be calculated by slope of graph line AC. This AC is called graph line. So where acceleration equal to slope of the graph line AC, where AB by AC. So where AB value 15, final velocity is 0, minus initial velocity is 15, 0 minus 15 by time taken by the body is 3 seconds, minus 15 by 3, minus 5 meter per second square is the slope. Acceleration is negative because slope is negative, that means velocity is decreasing. So the slope or acceleration is negative, so therefore the body undergoes a uniform retardation or deceleration or negative acceleration. So the distance covered in specified direction, which means displacement, is given by area of triangle ABC. So where half into AB into AC. So half into AB value. AB value, while calculating AB value, only the magnitude is enough. 15 to 0, difference is 15 units. No need to take minus 15 here. So BC, 3 seconds. So half into 15 into 3 seconds. So 2, 7.5 times 15, 7.5 into 3, 22.5 meter. So this is about third case. Next, when the velocity time graph is a curve means it is not moving with uniform velocity. If it is moving with the uniform velocity, it will be a straight line. If it is curve means it is moving with variable velocity and its acceleration also changes continuously, which is variable. So body is moving with variable velocity, variable acceleration. In 1 second time here 2 meter per second, 2 seconds 2 meter per seconds, next 3 seconds somewhere like that. There is no definite relation between the velocities, so we can tell that it is moving with variable velocity. So that's why it will be having variable acceleration. So here AB is a graph which is curve. AB curve is the velocity time graph which is a curve. So the velocity will be variable, so acceleration will be variable. So acceleration at any point can be calculated from slope of curve at that point. If you want to find acceleration, we cannot find for the entire body. For the entire body, acceleration will not be same. At different points, different acceleration will be there. So at what point we need acceleration, at that point we have to find. So the distance at that point, slope at that point will give the acceleration. So the distance covered or displacement also calculated by finding the area of velocity time curve. So what are the conclusions can be drawn from velocity time graph means? When the velocity time graph is parallel to time axis, the body is moving with uniform velocity. So no change in velocity, acceleration is zero, displacement calculated by area under the graph line. When it is a straight line but not parallel to any axis, the body is moving with the variable velocity, changing velocity, but it is uniform. But that change happens in a systematic manner. That change happens in a systematic manner. So we can call it as uniform acceleration. So the acceleration can be calculated by slope of the graph. Displacement can be calculated by area of the graph. If the slope is positive, acceleration will be positive. If the slope is negative, there will be negative acceleration or retardation. When the velocity time graph is a curve, the body will be having variable velocity and variable acceleration. The area represents displacement. Acceleration at any instant can be calculated by slope of the curve. Slope of the curve. Okay, children. Remaining topics let's learn in our next video. So thank you for watching our video, children. That's all for today, children. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates. You can visit our website, children, aimstudio.in, for information regarding online classes, quizzes, worksheets, activities, English classes, coding skills. Thank you, children. Have a good day.